I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we get ready for family fun at the Michigan State Fair. We head to Corktown for some authentic Italian pizza. And then we find out why they call the third level of the Whitney the Ghost Bar. So stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
The Michigan tradition of the State Fair is being continued on at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi. It's great family fun. We've got rides, a circus, livestock, and more, so stick around. And for you serious thrill seekers, we've got the shock drop. Woo! And everybody loves the carousel.
We have kiddie rides, adult rides, spectacular rides, something for the whole family to do today.
Yeah, I mean, all the way down from your little toddlers up to your teenagers. Everybody's got something they're going to want to ride.
Sure. Yeah, you can buy a wristband for kids or adults, and you can ride unlimited rides till 11 o'clock tonight.
So one wristband gets you any ride you want?
Unlimited rides as many times as you want, as long as you meet the height and weight requirements for each ride that's posted.
And you've got a great turnout. It looks like everybody's having a lot of fun here.
Oh, great turnout. Yeah. Having a good time.
And then, of course, you've got all your typical, you've got your games and your food and your other carnival midway fare.
Yes, we have all kinds of stuff to eat. Elephant ears, corn dogs, sausage, pizza, candy apples, caramel apples, you name it, we got it.
All the good stuff that memories are made of, right?
Right.
Well, I want to thank you so much, Tom.
Thank you.
So, Alyssa, what a fun way to exit the House of Mirrors. Was it a fun ride?
It was awesome. I kept on crashing into me like.
Oh, I know. It's so confusing to get out. The swings are one of my all-time favorite rides.
The second ride that I went on, it was really, really, really scary.
Well, you know what? When it's scary but fun, it's a thrill ride.
It was the one like where you go up.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're a brave soul to ride that ride. And then, of course, there's lots of stuff to win, a lot of chances to try your luck. Look at all the goodies.
This, I would have to definitely say, is the best state fair I've ever been to in all my life. From being out of town, all the local ones from when I was a kid till now. It's just a good time. You gotta bring the family and come on out, everybody. Just don't stay home. Come here!
Well, pretty exciting. We've got tigers going through flaming hoops behind us. This is a full-fledged circus.
This is a full-fledged circus. We have everything. Lions, tigers, and elephants.
Oh my! And then crazy bicycles and up there the flying trapeze artists. Wow!
Yes, it seats. We have capacity at this show for about 1,600.
You can come in, price of admission gets you in here.
It's a one price pays all concept.
This is just spectacular. And of course, what's a state fair without the livestock? I mean, after all, the animals are the reason the whole state fair started in the first place. So Neil, tell me a little bit about the whole livestock event. I mean, this is a big part of the state fair.
It sure is. We've got over 490 livestock here, everything from our draft horses with Clydesdales, and we have our Grand Champion Bull here with the Angus here on behalf of Omega Farms. We've got over 120 head of sheep. We've got hogs. We've got goats. We've got dairy cattle here, even poultry and rabbits. So we've really got everything you can think about for those city folks or even us country guys. The crowd's been fantastic, and the livestock have been just really super, and we have some excellent animals that represent the whole state of Michigan here.
Awesome. Well, we're so fortunate to have you here. Thank you so much,
betcha.
Neil. Oh, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Yes, you are. Oh, it's precious. Well, these sheep have been sheared off to make maybe your next sweater. Isn't this sweet? They're petting actual baby pigs. Look at that. Oh. Another really unique thing about the state fair is inside with all the livestock, we've got all the vendor tents and everything here made in Michigan. Thus the state fair. Like here we've got some what is this, sweet and creamy mustard, lemon dill mustard, all kinds of neat flavors, maple syrup, everything here from Michigan. Booth to booth, really neat stuff.
Made in Michigan, a proud mother candles.
From made in Michigan to made in Detroit. Well, the shopping doesn't stop at the booth. You want to buy a boat? You can get one of those here too. Well, the Michigan tradition continues every Labor Day weekend at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi.
It's like being on a gigantic movie set.
All systems go, Michael.
We're getting ready for the parade!
A lot of carousels up and down Gratiot. You get in and out, park where you want.
We love it.
You see vehicles you just don't see anywhere else.
You know, it's like another zoo. It's filled with exotic things.
I love the people, I love the cars, I love the excitement.
I could spend days here.
They're ready to go. I'm in Detroit's historic Corktown neighborhood where they've got a big variety of food, tons of great restaurants that sell everything from crates to barbecue, burgers to microbrews. But we're here today for some authentic Italian food. I'm at Tavola Via, which means 8th Street in Italian, and we're right at the corner of 8th and Michigan Ave. They've got great Italian food, bocce ball courts and all. Wow, this place is gorgeous inside. It reminds me of like an old trattoria from the old country. And I love this big, huge table, this farm style family sit down for a feast. The ceilings are great, the decor in here is beautiful, and it has such a cozy feeling. Well, so Heather, you are the general manager of Tavola Via, and outside I noticed when I was coming in, it says it's a bank and loan. It used to be a bank and loan building?
Yep, we kept the original signage out front to kind of keep the history of the building. Previously it was Arthur's Pawn Shop. Dave, the owner, has actually handpicked each thing that you see on the wall to kind of give it that eclectic feel. And it's very cozy. We would like to accentuate that dining style of Italy, where it kind of feels like family.
Big bar too.
Full bar. We have house-made sangria, sparkling blanco, and rustic red.
Okay, so it's
house-made
all
limoncello as well.
So something else that caught my eye was this big cheese display here. But this is what you're using?
Yes, we do cycle through the product that is in this aluminum case. It's all imported from Italy, DOPG. DOPG means that it's authentic and imported authentically from Italy.
Oh, all right. Well, DOPG cheese and meats we're getting here. And then so you've got this, and then there's another dining area in the back?
Yep, we actually call that the music room. Dave, the owner, has dedicated that room to his daughter, and all the instruments that you see in there are the ones that she no longer uses. And out here we have the patio. We have a fire every night.
I love this. It's a some courtyard that you picked up from Italy and you've put right here.
Yeah, the reclaimed brick work actually just gives it
It
that entire
does.
feel. It was all hand done.
And do you actually use this wood-burning stove out here for anything?
We just use it for a fire.
This is fabulous.
So right now it's just kind of free play and practice for anyone that would like to come.
Well, this is great, but I know what I'm really here for is to try some of this authentic Italian food.
It's delicious. You're going to love it.
All right.
He's making the classic pepperoni pizza with onions and Gaeta olives. They are a classic medium, about 6 slices. They're hand tossed, so the crust is crispy, a little bit thinner, but still soft throughout.
That sounds like a real Italian pizza.
This stone oven, which can also be a wood oven, was imported, and it can actually get up to about 800 degrees. A single pie going in one at a time can take 90 seconds to cook.
This is, again, the pepperoni.
The pepperoni.
Pizza, but it
the classic pepperoni with house-made mozzarella, the Gaeta olives, margarita pepperoni, and red onion. Delicious.
It is wonderful.
No, but tons and tons of flavor. This one here is our classic Italian.
What do you want to start?
It starts with a garlic sauce white base.
Oh, so there's not a red sauce on it.
This is a white sauce pizza. House-made fresh mozzarella. See the capicola here and the soppressata. And a little bit of Italian dressing just drizzled on top. Again, the olive oil and some fresh Parmesan cheese.
Oh, it's fabulous. Oh, it's so garlicky. That sauce on there is
That's
fabulous.
the white sauce.
Wow, Heather, this is quite a feast in front of me. Tell me about all of these wonderful foods.
So most of these are some of our house staples. Starting with the appetizers, we have the house sliced prosciutto here and soppressata. We also make our mozzarella in-house and the pecorino toscano.
This is kind of right. So it's just kind of
Tell me what
however
you think.
how you want to do it, right?
Mix and match.
Oh,
How is it?
it's wonderful. I love that. The marmalade on it gives it, kind of cuts the richness of the cheese and the little bite of salami. That's nice.
A little bit of salty, a little bit of sweet. This here is our bruschetta. So we have the fresh basil on top, fresh sprinkles of Parmesan, and everything else is a secret. Very fresh.
Salud.
Salud.
Oh my goodness. It's like you're eating a garden.
Pretty much.
That is so flavorful.
Very fresh.
And of course, then onto the entrees.
So these are probably the 3 most popular.
These are?
Yep. This one here is a Mediterranean sea bass. It's called bronzino. So we leave the skin on, we pan sear it, serve it over Tuscan potatoes. And on top here, we have our house-made salsa verde. The skin is very, very good for you.
The skin is good.
Classic Italian way to eat.
Let's see. Oh my. That is heavenly.
Lots
that
and
is
lots of
so
flavor.
Buttery. The texture and then the crunch of the skin on it.
A little bit of crisp.
And these are the Tuscan potatoes.
Yep. There's some Calabrian chilies in there, capers, and garlic with olive oil and lemon zest.
That's a nice olive oil on there, or whatever the sauce is. What do we have here?
The porchetta hot plate is also served over the Tuscan potatoes. On top you see a fennel and arugula salad with citrus segments, a little bit of pork jus on the bottom. And the porchetta itself is actually pork loin wrapped in pork fat and then cooked to order.
Look how nicely that pork is cooked. I love the sear on that. With that orange, with the citrus flavor, that is delicious. Okay, and we should go on to, of course, a pasta dish.
Yes, we have to do the pasta. So here you have the ragu bolognese.
Oh, that's just wonderful.
The pappardelle noodles with the braised veal and beef sauce that we have here. We top it off with a little dollop of mascarpone cheese to kind of pull all the flavors together.
So I'm going to get a little bit of the mascarpone and the sauce here.
These are the best noodles to have with the ragu. They really soak up all of the sauce, so you're getting all of that flavor in each bite.
Wow.
You see the chunkier style mirepoix, the carrots, onion, and celery that are in there as the base of the sauce to give it that rustic.
Wonderful, yeah, that rustic flavor. I'm going to tell you, everything is just wonderful. Well, Heather, I want to thank you so much for showing me around.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm glad you enjoyed everything.
Yes, so Tavola Via, which of course is Italian for 8th Street, right at the corner of 8th and Michigan in Corktown. And you know how sometimes food is just, that's good, it's energy. This food is the kind of food that really tastes that good. It's just, you don't know how they do it, but they're doing it here. It's fabulous. So, shall we eat?
We shall.
Okay.
Thank you.
There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. Buy local at Northville's Buy Michigan Now Festival. And there's a new art fair on Belle Isle near the fountain. Watch the Parade of Classics at the Clinton Township Gratiot Cruise, and the Detroit Improv Festival brings home the 313. Get ready for barbecue as Hart Plaza dishes up ribs and R&B, then enjoy a taste of Africa at the African World Festival. Visit the world's largest one-day auto event, the Woodward Dream Cruise, and Thunder Over Michigan brings aviation thrills to the D. Hydroplanes race along the Detroit River for the Gold Cup, then enjoy the beautiful scenery and the classic cars cruising Heinz. Have fun at the oldest state fair in the United States, and downtown Royal Oak transforms into Ford Arts, Beats, and Eats. The silky sounds of the Jazz Fest heat up Hart Plaza, while downtown Hamtramck celebrates Labor Day. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT.
Things are happening in Detroit that are going to reinvent the American city.
Those of us who have been here a long time can tell you that it's never been more vibrant.
And it really represents the future, what the future can be and what the future is becoming.
Hey, I'm here at the legendary Whitney restaurant in downtown Detroit. It's an elegant restaurant known for special occasions. You get dressed up to come here. But up on the third level, they have a special place called the Ghost Bar. We're going to do a little investigating to find out why they call it the Ghost Bar. So come on, going up there. Well, here we are on the first floor of the Whitney. It's very beautiful. This is where you have your dining experience, but we're headed upstairs to the third level, the Ghost Bar. Well, I'm coming up to the second level, and I see how all this ornateness can kind of lend itself to a spooky feel, like for instance, the claw here on the light fixture. And I don't know if I'd want to be here alone at night, but I'm gonna keep going. Now, one of my favorite parts about dining at the Whitney is that you get to walk around the second floor. You're just free to wander. They've got all these little secret side rooms. You can look at all the ornateness, and of course, the piano. Stories are that this piano has been heard to play on its own, and of course, it's underneath this picture of this little boy who stares at you no matter where you go. Look at, I'm moving here, his eyes are following me. I don't know, I'm getting goosebumps just looking at it. Well, here I am heading up to the third floor, and I hear the piano music going, and I know confidently it's from the first floor, not the second floor. Cross my fingers. Oh, and it's beautiful. This can't be haunted. It's too pretty to be haunted.
Well, there have been rumors of ghosts. There was a knife incident in which a knife fell off the third floor staircase and landed straight up into a cutting board 3 floors down. There was nobody in the third floor. There was an old manager who claims that he spent a good 15 minutes following an individual around after he had already closed and locked up and thought the person was trying to sneak into the building, and to no avail, never found anybody and finally gave up. There have been pictures with spooky things popping up. There was a woman that was taking a picture of the second floor to show her daughter, who was planning on having a wedding here, and there were some ghostly images that came up on the picture of individuals that were not present at the time the picture was taken.
You do have paranormal dinners every so often, right?
We do have paranormal dinners that we do every so often, where there is a tour of the facility.
This is a Whitney Hour special? Or
This is a Whitney Ghost Bar special. This is our flaming seafood tower. We have split lobster tails and flaming sambuca shrimp. On the second, we have mussels there, and then on the bottom, we have split king crab legs along with shrimp cocktail. That is the sambuca. And that is our flaming seafood tower.
Wow, impressive.
Little more than I could take, pity for pity's sake, sometimes it kept me away.
So a little less spooky out here, actually quite inviting.
Yes, a little more more open, a little more green, you know, very Michigan-y, if you will. We're going to have the garden out here. We're going to have live music 7 days a week, and we're going to run different dinner specials every night. We've been doing garden parties for 20 years now, so boiling some lobsters right now as we speak.
Hey, well, Tony, thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to sneak back in and, dare I, wander the Whitney alone?
Hey, I wouldn't go alone, but you know, hey, you're more than welcome to wander.
I'm gonna. What are you making here?
We got a marinated chicken breast right now, and we're going to put a little barbecue sauce on it for our barbecue chicken.
Okay, and you get that nice grilled flavor because it's out here on an open flame.
Exactly.
All right, I'll let you do it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, how much fun you get to be outside.
I know, my favorite.
And so what would you recommend to somebody coming to the garden bar?
Well, on a day like today, when it's a little warmer out and you might need something to cool down and relax with, my personal favorite is going to definitely be the cucumber Valentine martini drink.
Cucumber Valentine martini. That sounds yummy.
And it's not necessarily a traditional martini, it's more of a cocktail. But so first what I do is I take a scoop of our cucumber puree that we make using the finest of cucumbers, and then we use the finest of vodkas, my personal favorite, Valentine, made in Ferndale, right down the road. Oh yeah. A little pour here. Oh, here we go. Here's our drink. So, and let me throw one more of these.
Wait a minute, so what did you add? What did you add to it?
That was just a slice of cucumber.
Oh, a slice of cucumber and a little club soda.
And a little bit of club soda.
Okay.
And let me know what you think about that.
Oh, that's nice and refreshing.
Oh, thank you.
It is. Oh, I see why it's your favorite. Yeah, very nice. You know, I love cucumber water too, so it's a nice spin on that.
Right, and we've been thinking about taking our vodka and maybe chopping up some cucumbers and letting it sit in there, because that lends really, really light, wonderful cucumber flavor to the vodka.
Okay, I'll be back for that.
I'll be here. I'll see you then, okay?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yum. So what's a trip to the Ghost Bar without their signature drink, the Ghost Martini? Now you're mixing this up for me, and I know you don't have any particular ghost stories yourself, but let me ask you this. Would you be here alone by yourself at night?
Yeah,
you
all
would?
the time.
Really? All by yourself? Yeah. Nobody else in the house? And no story? Well, see?
I'll be one person in the house.
This is beautiful. Very haunting. Yeah. I love the color. Can I drink it right now while it's
I can give you a straw.
Oh, it's fun to drink. It's nice and citrusy. And it's so much fun. Well, there you have it. The Ghost Martini at the Ghost Bar only in the day. Thanks, Beverly.
Welcome.
that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you would like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D. To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
Hang on, I gotta figure out how to turn it. Always something happening here. You never know what. Hang on. Oh, how's that? Is that better? Keep watching it. Thank you.
Does that happen often?
No, never.
What I want to do, even to get more direct.